You know, some words we use every single day. We think they're simple. But what if I told you one of them is actually incredibly complex? Today, we're going to unpack the word voice, and we're getting all our info straight from the Simple English Wiktionary, so let's just dive right in. So, get this. The word voice is actually on a special list. It's one of the 850 most important words in all of English. Seriously. It's part of something called Basic English, which is like the starter pack for learning the language. But that just makes you wonder, right? If it's so basic, what does it actually mean? All right, so we're going to go on a little journey here. We'll see how this one tiny word can pack so many different meanings. And we'll start with the most obvious one, the physical meaning, and kind of build up from there. Okay, first up, the most literal, straightforward definition you can think of. Your voice. It's the sound that comes out of your throat when you talk or when you sing. The source uses a great example. His voice was deep and clear. Simple, right? This is voice as a physical thing, like an instrument, and this is our starting point for everything else. So we're still talking about voice as a noun, as a thing. But now we're going to see how it starts to mean more than just the physical sound. It's about to get into the world of emotion and, well, expression. And here's the key thing. Voice isn't just the noise you make, it's about the quality of that noise. Like, think about the example. You spoke in a low voice. That's not just about volume, it's describing the tone, right? The feeling, the whole vibe behind the words. It's really not just what you say, it's all about how you say it. All right, now this is where things get super interesting. We're taking a big leap now away from the physical world of sound and into the abstract world of ideas. Suddenly, voice starts to mean things like power and even structure. And this next one is a perfect example. You know when someone says you have a voice? It means you have the right to be heard, that you have influence. Like the example says, she had a lot of voice in the company. In this case, voice literally means power. It means you get a say in what goes on. It's basically a stand-in for the word influence. And hey, speaking of influence, get this. The word voice can also influence the actual structure of our sentences. Yeah, I know. We're about to dive into a pretty technical topic you might not see coming: grammar. And this is a huge deal for how we decide to tell a story or lay out the facts. So in this context, voice isn't about having power at your job. It's about who has the power in a sense. It's a tool, a grammatical tool, that tells you who's in the driver's seat of the action. It helps answer that really important question: who's doing what and who's it being done to? Okay, let's break this down. It's actually pretty simple. You've got active voice. That's when the subject is the one doing the action. The dog chased the ball. Boom, super direct. Then you've got the passive voice. This is where the subject is receiving the action. The ball was chased by the dog. See? It's the same exact thing happening, but the voice changes the focus. And this can be a really strategic move. Think about it. A company might say something like, "The error was corrected." That kind of glosses over who actually made the mistake, right? And once you have that grammatical idea, other words just naturally sprout from it. You get the official terms active voice and passive voice. And then, and this is kind of meta, you get voiceover, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. It's literally a voice over the visuals. It all starts to connect, doesn't it? Okay, so up until now, we've only looked at voice as a noun, a thing or an idea. But what happens when we make it an action? Let's check out voice when it's used as a verb. So when you use it as a verb, to voice something just means to say it out loud, to express it. You're basically taking a thought or a feeling that's inside your head and putting it out there for everyone to hear. It's the action of turning an idea into actual words. And this example just nails it. The president voiced her disagreement. See, she didn't just feel it or think it. She actively expressed it. She used her voice to make her position known. And this totally loops back to that idea of voice as influence. But now it's the act of influencing. All right, so after that quick little tour, let's bring it all back together. It's pretty amazing, right? This one little word from that basic English list of just 850 words, it holds a whole universe of meaning inside it. I mean, just think about the path this one word travels. It starts as a literal physical sound vibrating in your throat. Then it starts to carry your feelings and tone. From there, it becomes a symbol for your influence, your power. It even becomes a tool that shapes the sentences we build. And finally, it turns into the actual action of expressing yourself. It's wild. So I guess the big takeaway here is that voice is so much more than just a sound. It's a tool, it's power, it's an action. And that really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? When you consider all these different meanings, physical, influential, grammatical, how are you going to choose to use your voice? Thanks for joining me for this one.